Hi, I'm Maura McCullough, founder of College Scoops. Our goal at College Scoops is to provide valuable, curated content to help students and parents get a better feel and vibe of a college campus in the surrounding area. Whether you are in high school or at university, College Scoops provides the inside scoops on everything college related, highlighting the best places to eat, stay, and explore on and around campus. We know college visits in particular should and can be fun, offering new insights into the local community and surrounding area each and every time you step foot on campus. We have just launched a virtual college experience series to highlight what our student ambassadors love about their school and to answer several important questions you and your students may have about particular colleges. We hope you find these videos helpful because we had a ton of fun making them. Thank you to all of our student ambassadors and to the entire College Scoops community for pulling these videos together. Please subscribe to College Scoops and follow us on our social media.
Hi, my name is Ben and I'm the lead ambassador at Yale University for College Scoops. We're bringing you on a virtual tour to answer many of the questions students might have as they make their decisions about colleges or start to make their college lists. I'm a current sophomore at Yale University in Pauli Murray College, majoring in economics with a certificate in Spanish. On campus, I'm involved in Greek life, my fraternity Sigma Nu, club baseball, Tamid Investment Group, and I recently launched my startup, Barista, on campus. Additionally, I'm involved in on-campus publications and the Sci Center for Innovative Thinking at Yale. Off campus, I'm interested in volunteering and giving back to the community, and I can't wait to show you why so many people love and choose Yale.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hi, my name is Adam. I'm a sophomore at Yale from Toronto, Canada. I'm majoring in cognitive science, and I'm involved with club rugby, student sports radio, some political groups, and I also do research in a psychology lab.
Hi, my name is Kiran and I am a junior at Yale from Chatham, New Jersey. I am majoring in economics and English with a concentration in creative writing. And on campus, I'm the president of the undergraduate consulting group. I'm involved in Greek life and Sigma Nu. I play club soccer and club lacrosse. And I used to be really involved with student government, and I currently work as a communication and consent educator to reduce sexual misconduct on campus.
Hi, my name's Andrew. I'm currently a sophomore at Yale from New Rochelle, New York, about 20 minutes outside of New York City. I'm studying political science. I'm actually pursuing a joint bachelor's, master's degree in the political science department. At Yale, there's a 4-year joint degree in political science. And on campus, I currently serve as the chair of the Progressive Party of the Yale Political Union, as the chief of staff of this organization called SNAPPAC, which is the only student-led political action committee in the country. And I'm a GED tutor through the Yale Undergraduate Prison Project.
Hi, my name is Kiran Sampath, and I'm a sophomore philosophy major at Yale and Pearson College. On campus, I am involved in a lot of writing publications. I have my own column on Her Campus. I'm a contributor to the Yale Herald, which is a humor magazine, and I also am an editor and contributor to the Yale Rumpus, which is also a satire tabloid. I also play club soccer and club squash, and I'm also an active IM participant, which is our intramural sports for Pearson College.
Hi, my name is Keon. I'm a sophomore at Yale, and I'm majoring in physics and econ. I'm involved in the Yale College Council, which is our student government, Yale Student Investment Group, and the Yale Undergraduate Consulting Group.
What do you wish you knew when you arrived at freshman orientation?
One thing I wish I knew when I arrived as a freshman would be to feel comfortable exploring during freshman year, academically take lots of different classes and to try many things, but then to really try to focus in by the start of your sophomore year. And I think there's lots of opportunities to do that at Yale.
When I arrived at freshman orientation, I think one thing that I really wish I knew was how to ask for help better. There are a lot of things in college that are challenging, and I think especially students who end up at top schools are used to being high performing and aren't used to necessarily asking for help. And so that's a skill I really feel like I've developed while being at college, and it's one I wish I had coming in because it would have made things a bit more smooth, a bit smoother.
When I arrived at freshman orientation, something that I wish I already knew was that it's okay to not know all of the things you want to be involved in when you get to campus. That's actually probably better. I think that interests change a lot throughout college, and you should sort of embrace that and just take things as they come along, because there will be far too many opportunities, and you won't be able to pursue every single thing that you want to get done. So I think you should just embrace sort of the spontaneity of everything.
When I arrived on the first day, I wish I knew how big the campus was and how integrated it was with the city of New Haven.
What was the deciding factor in choosing Yale?
Was the balance of academics and social life. I think Yale's uniquely a really rigorous academic environment, but also a really fun and social environment that people generally are happy and love the school.
When I was choosing which college I wanted to attend, there were a bunch of factors at play. Obviously, for me, the most important thing was academics, but that was fulfilled by many different schools that I was choosing between, and so it really came down to just the feelings that I had on different campuses. And I chose Yale because there was a combination of students really pursuing their academic interests, but at the same time, students being genuinely happy and loving where they're going to school. The campus is beautiful. I love going to college in New Haven, and it's just a place where I've met so many amazing people, where everyone is just really happy, and that's something that I have come to appreciate a lot.
A deciding factor, I really only applied to Yale, and what drew me to Yale was really obviously that it's academically an amazing school, but also that there's really a sense of community that you feel in every aspect of it, whether it's athletics or in the kind of my social scene or in classes and theater and all the extracurriculars. I feel like there are so many areas to be in, and every single one of them you find a great community.
When I visited, I knew it was the right fit for me academically and socially, and I also really like New Haven. I'm originally from Westchester, New York, and it's only an hour away by drive, so that was a big factor in my decision.
How easy is it to register for classes?
It's very easy to register for classes. We have something called a shopping period, which means the first 2 weeks of each term, you can go to any class, and you don't have to commit to taking it. You can test out if you like the teacher or the style of the class, and then decide. And some classes are seminars that are hard to get into, but for the most part, you can get into almost any class you want.
At Yale, I found it pretty easy to register for classes. We have a 2-week shopping period, which allows you to basically attend your classes for the first 2 weeks without having to commit to them. So you really get to see the dynamic of the class, who else is going to be in it, how the professor is, and that's been really helpful for me in terms of making sure that the classes that I end up in are the ones that I want to be in. And overall, I really haven't had much trouble getting into classes during my time here.
To register for classes, it's incredibly easy. I remember coming into freshman year and I had not thought about classes at all. I kind of forgot that was part of college, but then I quickly found classes that I really liked. I will say start early. I tend to register for classes on the later side and sometimes end up missing out on seminars that my friends find really interesting. So I think it's really easy, but to make the most of it, I would definitely start early.
Yes, it's really easy to register for classes. Yale does class registration a little different than most other schools. So we pick our classes during the first 2 weeks of the semester. So we can sit on any class we want, and we decide from there. There are some seminars that are highly demanded that are more difficult to get into, but for most classes, it's pretty easy to register for them.
What is the social scene like at Yale? Are freshmen allowed at parties, or is it limited to Greek life?
The social scene is pretty diverse, I think, and that's one of the things that I've really liked about it. As I mentioned, I'm in Greek life, and so freshmen are allowed at all parties, and a lot of the parties are also open, which is nice. A lot of the dynamics of like having guy to girl ratios aren't really there. And Greek life is active, but I would say it's not an overwhelming presence, which I think is a nice balance to have. As someone in Greek life, I've enjoyed it.
The social scene is amazing, I think, especially for me, just because it's there and I never have a weekend or a weekday where I want to go out and I have nothing to do. But it's also not like overwhelming, or it's obviously not what Yale's all about. There's so much else besides the social scene, and I think that's important to like have a lot of fun in college, but also find passion in other things besides going out.
Yes, Greek life is active on campus, but it's not the only choice in the social scene. There are also a lot of dance clubs and bars in New Haven, as well as school-hosted events.
How difficult is it to find housing at Yale?
Housing is pretty easy. You're guaranteed on-campus housing for all 4 years, and then you have the option of moving off if you want.
It's certainly not difficult to find housing at Yale. Something that I love about Yale that I know isn't common at every other school is that students really do stay on campus for the most part. Some of my friends are living off campus, but most of my friends are staying on campus. And of course, there's if you want to live on campus, housing will be provided for you. That's guaranteed. And I live in one of the new residential colleges. I live in Pauli Murray College, which was just finished being built in 2017, I believe. And it is all brand new facilities. It's really beautiful, and I really love living on campus.
It's not very difficult to find housing. Housing is guaranteed all 4 years of students at Yale, and there are also a lot of off-campus housing options for juniors and seniors.
Are students actively involved in clubs, recreational sports, and outside activities?
I would say students are very actively involved in clubs and other extracurriculars. On a weekly basis, I probably spend as many hours in extracurriculars as I do in classes. And I think it's a really key part of life at Yale. Students invest a lot of emotional and physical energy and labor into those extracurriculars. And so I think it's really a vibrant part of the community.
Students certainly are very active in different clubs and activities on campus. I don't really know anyone out of my friends or my suite mates or anyone else who isn't involved in at least something on campus. And that's something that I really love. It's really great to be surrounded by people who sort of make you motivated and who encourage you to sort of be your best self.
Students are involved in a range of activities outside of their academics. There are hundreds of student organizations on campus, including cultural organizations, performance groups, as well as other activities that students are generally interested in.
Does Yale do a good job helping students apply for internships or research opportunities?
As far as applying for internship and research, there are many opportunities and many resources to helping you do that. It's not always obvious that they're there, and at first it's daunting whether you're looking for these jobs, but once you do a little research, you'll see that there's an entire office dedicated to helping you find internships, and the research opportunities in every lab just mean all it takes to get a position is to email someone after you do a little research about their work. So it takes some initiative, but there are tons of opportunities available.
In terms of internships and research opportunities, there are a lot of great on-campus research opportunities. And I think that by virtue of the name brand recognition, pretty much all of the top firms come to recruit there, which has been really helpful. Yale is also really helpful with the Office of Career Strategy. They'll look at your resume and advise you. I think the one thing that I found is that you have to be sort of going back to that idea of asking for help. You have to be the one reaching out. Unlike high school, there's nobody really to make sure that you're doing those things. But if you seek that help, it's definitely there.
In terms of internships and research opportunities, there are definitely amazing opportunities, but you really have to take advantage of them. I mean, I get emails, I'm a philosophy major, from the philosophy department all the time saying all these opportunities that I could pursue, but you really have to engage in them, and they're right there for you, but you need to go out of your way and take advantage of them.
Yes, the school does do a great job of helping students find internships. Our career office is fantastic. They help with resumes, cover letters. There are drop-in office hours where you can ask any question you want, and they have a lot of different professionals with skills in different areas.
What tips do you have to succeed at Yale?
I'd say to be efficient with your time. I think everyone has busy schedules with what they're involved with, and when you decide that you're going to do some work, it's really important to do that work and not get sidetracked, and to um, be as efficient as possible, and also to be willing to go ask for help, because all professors have office hours for students. TAs are really helpful at Yale, and so taking advantage of all those resources.
And then in terms of tips to succeed academically at Yale, I think that it's really about just being smart with your time and planning ahead. And it's hard in college, I think, because you're surrounded by people you know, people you're friends with. And so I think it's really important to make time for studying and put that into your schedule, and to also make time for social things. Have a sort of balance between those two things, because it's easy to get absorbed in either completely studying or completely being social. And so I think that balance is the biggest tip that I would have for succeeding academically, as well as just really being genuinely interested in what you're studying. If you're genuinely interested, that's going to come through in your grades as well.
So I guess tips that I have to succeed academically at Yale, I would say that I would really take advantage of your peers. Something that I have really loved about Yale is that I learn just as much from my classmates as I do from my professors, and from my teaching fellows. And so I really, when I can, I take advantage of opportunities to learn alongside my peers, because they sort of force me to grow. Obviously, it's easy to say to manage your time well, but I do think that's very important to not procrastinate, to sort of be on top of all of your exams and all of your practice sets. All of your problem sets, all of your papers, etc. Because you have a lot of more time on your hands in college than you did in high school, and so to get on top of everything beforehand is really important.
And tips to succeed are definitely just to find a community, because I think once you have that level of comfort, you'll be able to succeed in whatever you want to do. And to also just be proactive, because Yale has so many resources to be amazing and excel in whatever you want, but you need to take advantage of them and, like put yourself out there and try new things, obviously. But I definitely think they want you to succeed there. So I love Yale, basically.
Here's how you can get more information like what you have just seen to help you get started at the college you choose. We have over 70 college ebooks available for purchase at collegescoops.com. All of our ebooks feature a host of breakfast, lunch, dinner, and dessert places to try, as well as local excursions for you, your student, or the entire family. Our ebooks are mobile friendly with direct links to restaurants, hotels, and excursions, saving you time, energy, and stress. Whether you're planning a college visit for the first time or for graduation, we've got you covered.